And we're recording. We're live on Facebook. Hello, everybody. Brenny Larson here, and I'm with my buddy. I call her MC, but you can call her Marie Claire Rodriguez. This is Answers from the Field. This is a great day. We both happen to have the same beautiful color of blue on. I'm like, oh, I think you sent me that message telepathically or something.
You didn't do it on purpose.
We always do stuff like this. So it's Bless the Water Day. I'm always super excited. Hello, Lori Teespring. Thanks for popping on in. We appreciate it. Today's a super exciting day for me because I love water. Bless the water. And all of you that follow Feng Shui know about Emoto also. We are on Zoom right now. I'm going to zip off of here. And Marie Claire's going to take over. And our guest today is we have Nancy on for a short period of time. Hello, Maggie Holbeck. How you doing? If you guys want to pop on over to Zoom, you can put chats in there, and you can also get on, and we will talk to you. Otherwise, please share this out. Make sure to go get your little PDF. It's under events, and if you've signed up already for our newsletter, you've received that. We want to do a little exercise with you in a bit. So I'm zipping off out of here, and there you go, Marie Claire. Thank you.
Thank you, Brenny. Hello, everybody. And hello, Nancy Grace.
Yeah, I was going to say, give her that name, Nancy Grace.
Yes, I like it. Well, in fact, you don't have to change the whole thing because you can just add it, can't you?
That's true.
Yeah, Nancy
Yeah.
Grace. Yes.
I like it. I may start there.
Yes. So today is Water Day. Internationally, and it feels really significant. I don't really care about international days of this and that and the other in general, but Water Day feels pretty important given that so much of our makeup is water, and the planet is we're 70% water, and the planet is 71 or 72% water as well. So it's pretty significant. So, Nancy Grace, what do you need to flow in today? Is that your microphone that you touch from time to time?
Can you hear me okay?
Well, now yes, but there's a kind of a shh from time to time.
Okay. I may have touched something on the computer. No.
Okay.
So it's flow for me that feels a bit stagnant at this stage of life.
Mm-hmm.
I'm turning 65 in July. I'm a double water baby. I'm double cancer.
Right. Yeah.
And it just feels, but like I'm not moving one direction or another. And that stagnation I'd like to move out of.
So how about you tune into your life as a lake right now? Okay. So your life is a lake. And it's a small size lake.
Mm-hmm.
It is your perception of it, right? So it's not a vast lake. It's a small size lake. And you know it by heart, inside out. And you are bored with the knowledge that you have of this lake. So it does not stimulate you. So take a breath and feel this boredom. So feel that sense of boredom. You feel it in your cells. So your cells are the lake. Our cells are 99% water. So feel that boredom in your cells.
Mm.
You got it?
I do.
Mm. So what would you like to do about this in order to get some movement?
Well, I feel kind of stuck in the muck. It's almost like we've been having a lot of gnats that we don't usually ever have in the area where I live. It's probably because Southern California is getting a lot more rain than we're ever used to. So I kind of feel like I'm stuck in the muck and these gnats are all buzzing around me, but I'm stuck.
So despite the fact that there's a lot of water coming down from above or has been, there doesn't seem to be a renewal of the actual water inside your cells, right?
Right.
Your cells being the lake, yes?
Right. Yes.
Those are the lake, and the lake are your cells. So how about you command this water that is raining? You just feel that the water is raining in the lake, on the lake. And the level of the water, the level of the lake is rising, right?
Right.
So see that there comes a point where something happens to what's underneath. So the old water that's been there and not seeming to move from anywhere. And there is a kind of it's starting to spill over. So the old water is overflowing onto the surrounding area, which is absorbing that. The surrounding area is absolutely fine to absorb this old water. So you have like the sediment, everything that's underneath, that's at the bottom of the lake is coming up. So feel that this movement inside your cells. And it feels like if you have a look at one of the sides of the lake, it's over a cliff kind of thing. Can you see that?
Yes.
So now the wind is coming in, and it's between the rain and the wind, the water is starting to cascade over that cliff. So can you see what's happening? There is a renewal of the water in the lake.
I got a strong hit or sense that part of what's happening for me is the fear that I'll drown, like the fear that I'll be overcome by the water that I'm stuck in.
Yeah, but you are not stuck in the water. You are not, so you cannot drown. This is an aspect of you that needs renewing, but you are not the whole of it. Okay. So what you're doing now is just activating this renewal by allowing this precisely. It's as if you're being held by the elements. So the old water is just spilling over, and there's being a renewal. So it's not precisely, there is like a valve that is open, which is this cliff where the water goes over the cliff. So there isn't going to be a flood So you cannot drown. First of all, you are so at ease in that with the element, and you are in control of what you're doing with the water. So it could never overcome you. That's only one aspect of you.
Okay.
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 So how's the lake? What is it looking like?
It's looking clearer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Things seem to have calmed down as well.
Yeah.
So the wind has abated,
Mm.
and it seems that you don't need the rain anymore right now.
Mm-hmm. And the sentiment is settling. We're back
That's
to the bottom.
yeah, yeah. And the sediment, just check in with the sediment. It's your wisdom.
Mm.
It is everything that you have acquired, not only in this lifetime but previous lifetimes. So it's very rich, very rich.
Mm.
We just got rid of the old the stuff that did not that brought the gnats, that
Mm-hmm.
just made you feel like you were stuck. So what we have now is something that is, is being fed by undercurrents, by underground currents, right? So even if it's not raining, there is something underground that is circulating and keeping the water clear.
Mm.
Yeah, that's your spirit.
Mm.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Nancy, for popping on. We really appreciate it.
Thank you. That was lovely. Wonderful.
Awesome.
Hold on to this, because it happened for real. It's not just in your imagination. So energetically speaking, you've renewed this water element inside your cells, so you've got access to a different memory.
Mm.
On
Thank
Bless
you.
the Water Day. How powerful. Yay.
How powerful. Thank you. Bless the water.
So make sure to go out and comment on our momentumu page on Facebook. And if you haven't signed up, make sure you jump on our newsletter. We just send it once a week. We don't overdo it with people, but tips and tricks and all the tools to help people have a better life. That's what we're all about.
So
Thank you so much, Marie-Claire.
And thank you for popping in. And you know where I am. You know where to find me if you want to get deeper into this work.
Thank you.
Okay. So much love.
Bye now. Thank
Have a
you.
blessed day.
Bye.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit. Thank you for all the people popping on Facebook. Share this out for someone who would like this information, because we're going to talk a little bit about what Marie-Claire does, and then we're going to do a little exercise today for everybody. Okay, Marie-Claire, I'm going to zip on off.
So I work with fields of energy, and which means that I tune into the energy that is alive in whichever field that I tune into. So by fields of energy, I mean the frequency, the vibrational frequency that inhabits, that we create when we are feeling in a certain way, or we are thinking our thoughts that have an impact on our emotions. And so today we are concentrating on what happens when we look at the water element. And water, as I said before in my introduction, with our previous caller, Nancy Grace, is we are made of 70% water, and our cells are made of 99% water. And most of you will be familiar with the work of Masaru Emoto and the memory of water and how water, you can program water. Then there was this French guy who did this research on the memory itself of water by diluting. This guy discovered the HIV virus. So he did an experiment in a vial with the virus and water. And then the vial in question went through, I don't know how many dilutions. And in the end, there was no trace of the virus itself. So physically speaking, the DNA of the virus was not present anymore. But when they tested the actual water that was only left, the DNA of the water was carrying the DNA of the virus itself. And when I heard this, I thought, well, this is absolutely fascinating to someone like me who works with frequencies. Because of course, if you think about it, all our experiences are recorded within our cells, which means that our cells are vibrating at a certain frequency because they carry a certain information which is lodged in there. So how about if we could change the memories that our cells have, so that we would be free from a programming that we have been exposed to. And when we're talking about DNA, obviously we are in our DNA, we carry all the information that our lineage, so our father lineage and our mother's lineage, so those two and their ancestors. So we carry all that in our DNA, and that information is in our cells. So I thought, well, this is amazing, because today is Water Day. So why not use the scientific information that we can change the content of the information that we carry in our cells. And this is what I propose that we do together. So for all of you who are on the call and those who just maybe listen to this recording at some point in the future, it's an opportunity to, really decide what it is that you want to deprogram. So what is it that you want to get rid of that is in your cells, and why? It's important to know why, because that will give that much more power to you getting rid of that memory, that energetic memory imprint in your cell. And then you can have like a clean bill of health, if you will. And then you can bring in new information into your cells, which are going to make a vast difference to the way you live your life, to the way you perceive life, to the decisions that you make, that, those decisions will not be carrying the influence of this old programming that most probably doesn't have anything to do with who you are deep down, your soul now, in this present moment, with the vibrational frequency that the earth is emitting now. So we want to be in sync with where the earth is going, because that's the purpose of our incarnation here. We haven't come here to be parasites, like all these ticks on the back of a dog. So we are here to participate in the evolution of the planet by evolving as a species. And we're in the middle of a massive evolution as humans, part of this species. So, bits like this, for example, this information that's been, knocking around for a few years since 2014, well, I thought, let me avail myself to it and let me do something with it, so that we're not just getting more information intellectually and doing nothing with it, because we are very capable and powerful. So if everybody is ready to go on this adventure, so I'm going to lead you into clearing with the water, the memory in your cells today. So tuning in, ground your cells, take a breath. Just to come in inside yourself. Another breath, letting go. With the outer breath, letting go of the thoughts, letting go of where you've just come from, where you're going to go after this call. Third breath. And this breath, I'd like to invite you to use to connect to all of us on this call with your breath. Be aware that we're doing this together. And now with the next breath, we're going to connect to a cell, say under your skin, the back of your hand. One cell is full of water. And we're going to just go inside it with our imagination and see that the water, so most of that cell is carrying a lot of information. So for some of you, you might see the information as, lots of letters or lots of numbers or lots of different shapes, maybe. So see that you are just breathing into the cell. And when you breathe out, the current of what is inside, imprinted inside the cell, is going to be shifting. It's going to be receiving a new current of water. Just this energy of water that is circulating today all over the world, with people celebrating water, so that the element of water is being energized all over the world. So that energy of the power of the water is going into that cell, which is going to then pass the message on to all the cells inside our bodies. And they are going to be undergoing exactly the same clearing. And don't worry about thinking that there are bits that you might want to keep. Don't worry about that. We're just clearing old memories. So you could even, if you wanted to, maybe for some of you, you just see that, there's an ocean that has arrived and is clearing all your cells of the old stuff, the stuff that is not vibrating at the frequency of what your soul has come here to do right now, today, in 2017, Wednesday. So keep on this renewal of the water That's what we're doing all together with this breath. We're breathing together. So we are producing waves in this collective of ours today. It's like our breath is like a wave, in and out and in and out. And we are renewing all this information inside the water, inside ourselves. So the wave that we create is just sweeping all the old stuff. Anything that is old is going. And feel that you have become a massive ocean. You are an ocean full of life. Vital. You are vital, you're alive, you're energized. Your life force is engaged in this process. And now this particular aspect of yourself or your life or your circumstances that you wanted to clear out with this next wave, we're all going to be supporting each of us to sweep that out of our systems. So let's breathe a collective breath supporting each other. And this massive wave is just coming and just clearing that particular stuff out of our systems. Whatever it is that each of us wanted to shift. That memory is no longer inside ourselves. It is not informing our life. It's not informing our decisions. It is not informing our health. It is not informing our wealth. It is not informing any part of us. And we did it together here, right now. So let's take another collective breath. And this is when we just bring our personal ocean to a calm rhythm, where every cell is fed peace and calm and sisterhood and brotherhood, and how possible it is to get new things done when we all come together. Just remember that it's all the billions of cells that we're made of that make it possible for us to exist in the first place. One cell alone doesn't do it. So this is what we are here. Each of us here is a cell of this group, and we are mighty, powerful, and we are wonderful. Wonderful. So let's just tune into the water element inside of us with gratitude. Now connect from this gratitude in your heart to the millions of people who are feeling this gratitude for the water, who are blessing the water today on the planet. Let's join this wider collective. And blessed be the beauty of this planet. And her power. And the connection that we have to her. And let's take another breath, a big breath. And come back inside your individual, fantastic self. And feel so grateful that you inhabit that amazing planet of yours, this body, this beautiful body that is created just so perfectly to house your soul. And then when you're ready, you just come back into your own living room, kitchen, wherever it is that you find yourself right now. Feeling refreshed, renewed, reconnected in present time to the you that you feel in synchrony with. And that's all, folks, for this wonderful collective experience. I thank you very much for your collaboration. You really are amazing. And I have Siri here going, ha ha ha.
I don't understand Minnesota. Okay, Diana, if you want to pop over on Zoom for all of you that are on Facebook, what we're going to do is when we close this down, then we'll get everybody who's on Zoom online and talk for a little bit off the recording because a lot of people are nervous to be seen. And guess what? Marie Claire can unblock that for you too. I just had a great visualization. I feel like wonderful, like renewed, refreshed. And when you said about the people around the world, it was like I saw this huge water just fall. There was a big circle of people and it like cleansed everything out and everybody was wet, but they were like dancing and happy. And then all these golden shimmers, which you know I love fairy dust. It was like fairy dust and all the gifts from heaven because that's what we all deserve. All the treasures of heaven are ours. We have now reprogram that if that was one of your thought processes. So
that's right. Yep.
I want to thank everybody who showed up on Facebook. I'm trying to get them to learn to come to Zoom because what I would like to do then is those that show up on Zoom, once we end the call, we can chat a little bit because that's actually the most fun part of all.
Absolutely, yeah. And I wanted to hear from people and see if they wanted to share what it is that they've been clearing, what their idea, what they chose to clear and why they did it and their experience here.
And one of the things is, this is how easy but how powerful it truly is, right?
Absolutely. And what makes it really powerful as well is that we do it. We do it. Once we realize that we can do it anytime.
Yes, and that's why a lot of times until you get to work with someone like Marie Claire, you play music and you're like, I don't know why I feel better. It's because you're changing your water. the vibration and frequency. Tesla, guys, energy, frequency, and vibration. So if you would like to join us, oh, thanks. Lori loves our blue. We did not do this on purpose. I'm like, it's water day. It's water day, and I have my lovebirds, my little pink lovebirds in there. And we showed up, and it's like, I think she sends me a message, and I'm like, oh, I better go pick that blue out. But it's also water day, and it's also about communication and letting things flow, guys. That's what it's all about. So if you want to pop over on Zoom and you're on Facebook right now, this is how you do it. Is you go to the momentumu page on Facebook, and under events, you will see these links that say Zoom. All you have to do is pop on that, and it'll bring you here. Zoom is a webinar platform, and it's where we can have up to 50 people talking at once, or we can just have one person doing a presentation. I'm just also live streaming it through an iPad so that we're doing two things at once, because that's how I operate. So if you like what Marie Claire does, I'm telling you, she shifted my life immensely like that. And it wasn't tough. I didn't have to relive the past like other people tried to have me do. And honestly, I don't even remember what we talk about most of the time. It's like you will give me a tool and then I will just use it. Like aromatherapy, guys. I'm having so much fun with aromatherapy, let me tell you. And I'm getting, my family shifts as I shift. My business is shifting. The students that are coming in are the students that I've intentionally wanted to work with as we get clear. And that's really what it's all about, is setting your intention. I did want to ask you a question for those that may not understand all of this. So when they listen to the recording, do they still get the same benefit as doing it live? Because a lot of people don't understand that.
Yeah, absolutely, because
Hi, Lori.
the frequency, the energetic frequency is imprinted in the sound. So my voice, you know, I could just be going blah, 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 blah. And of course, you know, for the sake of the part of your brain that needs guidance through words that we all understand, then I don't do that. But, you know, once you are in a kind of a zone, I could just switch to a blah blah language, and the energy that I transmit through my voice, the sound of my voice, is what actually is impacting your field, your energy field. So your chakras, your aura. Yeah.
That would be an interesting class. Blah, 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 blah.
And how are you feeling, everybody?
No, it's like, I feel fantastic. So there's a couple of things. If you would like to get a weekly newsletter from us, you go to momentumu.online and you can sign up. We send one newsletter, usually Wednesday morning. Now, Marie Claire, right now we're doing 1 o'clock Central Time on Wednesdays, but we're feeling out the world. Because she's in the UK, I'm in Minnesota, in case you can't tell. And we want to make sure to accommodate those of you that like to show up. We really like live participation because it gets us energetically excited, and then we're answering your questions also. Now, another thing is, so you go to the momentumu online page, and I can show that in a second here if you'd like. But all you have to do is right now click on Marie Claire's picture, and it'll take you to her page. She's got a free visualization, creative visualization clearing that you can download and listen to immediately. It's 12 minutes, and that one's really awesome. Or you can get a session or several sessions with her, which is where she works with you one-on-one. And I'm not going to explain too much what she does, but basically you're a frequency, and she sees these different things that maybe have been, you have attachments to, and she sends the light and energy to get you where you want to be. And it's not, like I said, I've been with other people and they have you relive these traumatic events. You don't have to do that at all, because she's out there in the field and getting the answers from the field. So feel free to go out there, sign up for that newsletter. I'm just creating a replay page now for answers from the field, because we've been figuring it out ourselves how we want to teach and what we want to do. So when you're signed up, you'll get a reminder email of the link to the replay page, and momentumu.online/MC replay, and I'll put that in the chat box. So I'm going to end it now on Facebook, and thank you so much for showing up.
Yes,
Please
thank
share
you.
this up. Share this out, and make sure you've downloaded your guide that you can put in your little journal as you go on this journey with us. So I'm ending the Facebook. I'm going to end the recording here, and then I'll open everybody up.
Great.
Thanks for showing up, everybody. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.